Jesus got into a boat pushed out from shore and sat down. The crowd pressed in along the bank. Matthew says large crowds, people from every surrounding town, standing at the water's edge to hear him. And he opened his mouth and said, "A farmer went out to sow his seed." That is how the greatest collection of kingdom teaching in history begins. Not with a theological treatise, not with a list of commandments, a farmer, a field. Seed scattered in four directions. Matthew 13 records the parable of the sower. It is the foundational story of everything Jesus says about how God's kingdom works in human hearts. A farmer goes out to plant. He scatters seed broadly across wide ground, and four things happen. Some seed falls on the path, hard ground, packed down by foot traffic. The birds come and eat it before it can even take root. Some falls on rocky ground. It grows fast because the soil is thin and warm, but when the sun comes up, there is no depth. The roots have nowhere to go. The plant withers. Some falls among thorns. It grows, but the thorns grow faster. The surrounding weeds choke it out before it can produce anything. And some falls on good soil, and it produces a harvest, 30, 60, 100 times what was planted. Matthew 13:3-9. Later in private, the disciples ask Jesus why he teaches in parables, and he gives them a startling answer. He says the crowds hear the stories but do not understand them. To you it has been given to know the secrets of the kingdom. And then he explains the parable. The seed is the word of God. The soils are different conditions of the human heart. The hard path represents someone who hears, but the enemy immediately snatches it away. There is no receptivity. The word bounces off. The rocky ground is someone who receives the word with immediate excitement, but there is no depth. When difficulty or persecution comes, they fall away quickly. The thorns represent someone who hears, but the concerns of life and the deceitfulness of wealth choke it. It never bears fruit. And the good soil is someone who hears, understands, and bears fruit. More than anyone would expect. Stop here, because Jesus is not describing four types of people out there. He is describing four conditions that every one of us has experienced. There are seasons where the word just bounces. There are seasons of spiritual excitement where the growth that felt so real cannot hold. There are seasons where the thorns are winning. And then there are seasons where something shifts. The soil opens. You are available and receptive. And things begin to grow in ways that surprise you. The question Jesus is asking is not which soil type are you, as if it is fixed. The question is, what is the condition of your soil right now? What would it take to break up the hard ground in your heart today? What thorns are you tolerating that are stealing air from something God is trying to grow in you? This parable is not a judgment. It is a mirror. Sit with this after this video ends. Ask, which soil am I in right now? And what would it take to become good soil? Leave a comment below and tell me which soil describes your heart today. No judgment, just honesty. That is where the conversation begins. Share this with one person who needs to think about what is growing in their heart right now. Follow Wisdom Waves. Act 3 is coming. A farmer went out to sow his seed. Still other seed fell on good soil where it produced a crop, 100, 60, or 30 times what was sown. Whoever has ears, let them hear. Matthew 13, verses 3-9.